Hi, this is Bernie Burns, the voice of Leonard Church from Red vs. Blue, and you're listening to Comic Box.
Recorded at Cosmic Comics in Rockingham, Western Australia, you're listening to the Comic Box with your once-in-a-lifetime host, Movie Matt,
Psycho Scott,
Professor Ray,
Anna Mayan.
And we're missing someone. Oh well!
No, he's fired.
Good! That's what happens when I'm in charge for 1 week.
Yeah.
Just over. So how is everyone?
Very good.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Medium,
think...
normal.
Would it be alive? Yes?
No.
You just hit on one of the quiz
Robotic
questions.
heart now.
Oh, no.
Alright, cool. So we're here to talk through another week of Geek. Yay!
Yay!
How was the intro? Was it good?
That was good. That was
good.
Very,
Yeah.
very well done.
Yay! Round of
Give it up
applause
to him,
from
people.
me.
Give it up.
I'm sad now. Alright. But anyway, I figured since I am Movie Matt, that my news topics should be more related to movies
Your stuff.
and comics and that. But since Comic-Con just happened...
Yes!
Or is it still happening? Or
Yeah,
is
it's
it-
still happening. Yeah.
It's still happening. Okay, is it
Runs
like
through
a,
to Monday, I think?
is it like the Stark
think so.
Expo? It goes for a year.
That feels like it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I think it goes for like a week, 5 days,
I
something
think
like
it's
that.
about a week, yeah.
Yes, but they've announced a lot of news.
Oh,
relating
yeah.
to that. Oh yeah, lots of news. They just keep going, like especially Expendables and things like that.
I
Everyone's
don't
happy.
know that you have anything on here. I just wanted to point out, because I noticed it this morning.
Yeah.
There's a Deadpool game.
Oh, there is.
They're making a Deadpool
Are they
game.
getting the voice out of the last Spider-Man game?
I don't know. I never
Is
played
it
the last
Ryan
Spider-Man
Reynolds?
game. No, it's not Ryan.
Oh.
It's Nolan North.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he's perfect for Deadpool.
He
It
would
works
sound like the
perfectly.
Penguin.
Oh, the Spider-Man game where they had the 4 different.
Yeah.
yeah, it's that one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm trying to remember that game.
Go on to deadpoolgame.com and you can probably see the video. Yeah,
Will it actually give you a trailer of the game or will it give you some wacky hijinks by Deadpool?
both.
Both.
Will it have quick events?
Yeah.
Like you have to press the A button before he jumps through the window. Otherwise,
If
I
there are
don't
quick
think so.
events, does he pull out rubber chickens?
that would be interesting.
It would be
That would
It'd
be
be-
Deadpool.
It'd be Deadpool. Yeah, of course.
It's unfortunately it's created by Activision. I know I'm taking over your news. Sorry.
What? It's good. It's good news. It's good compared to some of the other stuff on here. It's good news. Unless it's a bad game.
Which it will be. It's by Activision.
Yeah. Well, we'll start with something that has nothing to do with Comic Con.
Yes.
They're rebooting Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
I am amazed and horrified.
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 I am horrified.
Why? Who's rebooting it? Do you know who's rebooting it?
Same people. I think.
Really?
I don't know. It says it's due to arrive in 2013 summer over there.
So it's still done by the Japanese. It's not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
an American rendition
Yeah,
or anything.
it's to
like
commemorate the 20th anniversary.
that? Oh wow.
I was
So-
going to say, it's been like a decade since it last aired, wasn't it?
Yeah, like it started off, and now they're going like, oh, yeah. So they got the same voice actor back to do her again.
Wow.
So she must be like 69 now. And they'll be releasing it in America at the same time they release it in Japan. So it'll be a
Be
worldwide
a
release.
simulcast.
Yeah.
Simulcast, like they're
That's
doing.
because the manga sold so well.
Mm.
They
Oh,
just
yeah.
started
Yeah, it's
still
like,
does.
it's like one
Yeah.
of the top 20 all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really sad. Except for people that like it. So congratulations, people that like it. I don't.
I don't know. It's like they had like how many seasons? Like 5 seasons of it or something.
I don't know.
It's a different bad guy every season.
No, my friend
That's-
kept on going on about it throughout high school, and I was like, I don't care. That's a girls' anime.
I think there's like 7 different series that I know of, and each of those have at least 2 seasons in it.
Okay, so
At least.
so
2
more than
seasons.
Dragon Ball Z.
There is a lot
Oh,
more
yeah.
than Dragon Ball Z.
Wow. Okay, so you can look forward to another 3,000 episodes coming soon to your
Yay.
TV near you. And
Yay.
Well, Bleach ended.
Yeah. They need something to take
that's a
over.
laugh. We'll look forward for the Bleach reboot coming next year. Anyway, next up we have Ray. Have you played Deus Ex?
Yes?
Yes.
Which one?
The latest one.
I played a bit of it.
A bit of it,
I
yes.
died in the police station after it decided to kill all the police.
That was probably a bad choice.
Well, no, I got through the police station. When I got out of the police station, I was met by the SWAT team, however.
In the stealth game, I decided to attack head on.
Yes. Perfectly sensible.
But we have found out today that CBS has bought the rights to the Deus Ex series. So now they're going to be making a movie based off that game.
A
I
movie
think I
based
remember, was it...
off specifically that game or
That's
the series?
Specifically that game.
Okay.
They've got the rights to the entire series, but they're going to do that.
Okay.
Were they doing a live action and animated one?
I've seen animated clips, but I
Clips
think it's a
around?
live action one.
Okay.
They're probably just the animatics that they work
No,
off
it
when
looks
they're
like
doing
they
it.
fully animated it.
Really?
Kind of like that Resident Evil
Degeneration.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, for those of you who never played Deus Ex, it's basically about is it an X? What I think
It's about RoboCop if it was made today.
yeah. Okay,
That is getting remade.
it's just a specialist who has to like augment himself so that he can fight off
Yeah.
a government conspiracy.
But a guy
yeah.
with really cool sunglasses.
There you go. That's actually
Really cool sunglasses.
perfect. Yeah. The only problem is since it was picked up by CBS, the other great things they've made are things like Abduction, Beastly, which is great fun, and Hitman. So if you enjoyed any of those movies, I'm sure you'll really like.
Yay.
I haven't watched any of those movies.
Really?
Which is
I
probably a good
didn't think
thing.
Hitman was too bad. but
Beastly made Twilight look like a masterpiece.
yeah.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
how bad it was. Yeah.
It was bad.
It was pretty bad.
Oh.
Next up, we have good news for you Assassin's Creed fans.
Yeah.
Because there was an
I think that's
Assassin's
just
Creed
me.
comic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it technically is a
It
comic.
ties. It
It's
ties. I like
technically,
it. I like it.
But like that didn't look like it was ever going to get made. It looked like it was picked up 1,000 years ago by some random company and it was never going to go anywhere. But now, new Magneto has picked up. Michael Fassbender has decided that he's going to co-produce it and star in it.
Oh my.
So he will be Desmond,
Really?
not Adam Sandler. Because
Oh, what?
I thought Desmond looked like Adam Sandler. A little bit, but
I, visually, but at least Michael Fassbender can act.
yeah, that's a good thing. Isn't
Who's
it? Yeah.
playing it? You.
We don't know. We think it's probably him.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we're gonna, but we don't know
Really?
when it's going to be
Oh.
based. Is it going to be the first game, or is it going to be?
Not a lot happened in the first game.
No, I never really remember the first game.
There was a lot of flag chasing and pickpocketing.
Yeah.
And there was something else you had to do.
Honestly, the story that it's got in the games, you'd be better off making one movie about the entire run of games. Because there's little bits of games and then there's Sandbox.
It just is like Assassin's Creed. You think trilogy?
Yeah.
It's going to be a trilogy game, and the last one's going to be in 2 parts.
Yeah.
Hope
How
not.
many games has there been?
There's
Like
been-
6?
Yeah.
Four?
probably. Well, it's like 1, 2.
There's definitely 5.
Yeah.
I know there's 5.
Revelations, Brotherhood, and the new one coming out. It's
You
5.
on, so 5.
Yeah.
So it's technically 4 at the moment.
And then
Aha!
probably, the Assassin's Creed 3 Part
So
2.
there was another one.
something.
Yeah,
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Wait, we can make more money.
yeah. But so it's unknown when it's going to take place,
that's-
but he's going to play Desmond. So
That's
there you
weird.
go.
I never would have picked him, but he's a good enough actor.
Yeah. So
he
all
could
we-
creep me out all
yeah,
over again.
So I said all we need for him to do now is for them to make a Hobbit that takes place before this one, and for him to play young Gandalf, and it's all come full circle.
Perfect.
Oh.
He's played every role that Ian McKellen has.
Yeah.
So there you go. Okay. Moving on now. About 4 years ago, they announced there were going to be a God of War game movie. God of War movie.
Yeah, I heard about that, yeah.
A long time
Didn't
ago.
they say The Rock was going to be in it or
I
something
don't
like that?
know. I hope not. I really do. But they have announced who's going to write it now.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that great? Yeah, it's 2 guys called Patrick Melton and Marcus Dunstan. Do you want to hazard a guess of what terrible movie
I know
franchise
their
they have been
name.
involved in?
Did it involve a monkey?
Sort of. I would say it sort of looks like a monkey.
Because
yeah.
every time someone says Dunstan, I think
Oh,
of
no.
chimpanzee.
Yes. I'll have to look into that actually. That might be true. But they have been involved in such wonderful movies as Saw 4,
Oh no.
Saw 5,
Oh, no.
Saw 6, and
So 7?
4 7?
Saw 3D. Which is Saw
Yay.
7, yes. So they are the guys who write Saw. So,
Okay.
Oh no.
so once again, if you
Oh,
enjoy
dear.
those movies, you're in for a fun ride with God of War.
Kratos, you've got to get that key out of the pool of syringes.
Kratos, we have arc-welded your back to a washing dryer and you have to cut off your hand in order to reach the button to turn it off.
If
Not
that happens,
again.
is it a quick time event?
Probably, yeah. Is there a sex scene quick time event?
I don't know. Will the people in the cinemas get little buttons in the cinema to the quick time event
Choose
in the
what you
movie?
would like to have happen.
Probably, yes. They've got
Press
little
A.
buttons there. It's like, which option should Kratos do? Press 2. It's like, you have chosen, Kratos has decided to do his paperwork.
Carry the 2.
But yeah, so hopefully that movie never gets off the ground, and
Yeah, that
we
sounds
never see
horrible.
anything more about that. Because they are doing another game, aren't they? So
That's
They
a horrible
are.
idea.
yeah, that takes place before God of War
Yeah,
1.
yeah.
So,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. So let's just that be the sequel. Okay. Anyway, let's move on to some better news.
Yay!
Yeah, it's good because
They're
that
doing a movie on Gotham City Sirens?
Why not? Yeah, sure. Okay.
Not yet.
No, not yet. I hope so.
I don't know who they could possibly have in their character roles, but that would be a cool movie.
You don't
Very good.
need to worry about the faces, really.
Yeah, not really.
Said like a true man.
Said just like Uwe Boll. Who's in the area who can do it for cheap? They've announced some of the actors who are going to be in the Wolverine.
Ah,
So,
nice.
like, basically, they said a lot of people threatened it's in Japan. It better have some bloody Japanese people in it.
Pretty obvious.
So, and they announced yes, it does. They like
Yeah, all two of them.
yeah, all two of them. It went from just being Hugh Jackman to them announcing a ton of them. I don't know, like in one day.
Wow, okay.
But I can read off their names if I could get them pronounce them right. I don't recognize them from any of these movies. But yeah, there's a bunch of Japanese.
Is there any movies that I would recognise them in?
No.
Not even Tokyo Drift by any chance?
No, there's Die Another Day.
Die Another Day.
Wasn't that James
wasn't that-
Bond?
No,
Yeah, wasn't it?
maybe.
Yeah,
but it's-
Another Day was a
but it's
Pierce Brosnan one, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
but it's
I think
Will
so.
Yun Lee from that movie who plays the Silver Samurai.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a Japanese person.
Isn't it
But-
sad that I actually know what that guy looks like?
Yeah. But a lot of people like that. But the one thing that I thought was interesting was they hired Jessica Biel to play Viper, who's a
Okay.
Captain America villain,
Yeah.
which makes you think, like, since it's a Sony movie,
How
how do they get the rights to a Captain America character?
Well, how is... Because she was...
She's also known as
Isn't
Madam
she the
Hydra.
one that becomes Madam Hydra?
Oh, Madam Hydra.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
No.
but like that means they have the rights to some of the Captain America villains.
Well, that's
So-
weird.
So it makes you
Yeah.
think maybe those
Well-
rights they're hanging on to actually have a lot more control than they think they do. Maybe they have a few more characters than we think they have.
That sounds interesting.
So there you go. So in the future, when someone doesn't show up in a movie, maybe it's because Sony has the rights to them.
Damn you, Sony.
Yeah, go Sony!
Yeah,
You make brilliant machines and stop people from making good movies.
And
make
augmented
good
robots,
into
yeah.
the galaxy.
X-SWAT. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to the most depressing news, or it could be the best news, depending on whether you like Daredevil.
I actually like the director's cut. There was enough in it for it to
Yeah.
actually turn it into an alright movie.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it didn't offend me.
No.
But then again, I had never read Daredevil. So, yeah. But basically, the closest movie that Marvel has franchise to get back is Daredevil. Because 20th Century Fox has to start production on Daredevil in the next, I think, couple of months.
Really?
If they don't,
That's
they're
it.
going to lose the rights to it. So
Wow.
Yeah.
that's the closest thing. They had a director, David Slade, was supposed to
Yeah.
direct it.
Yeah.
The guy who did the third Twilight movie.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, who's also like a Academy Award winner, I think. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, there you go. But yeah, he dropped out to do something else. I don't know. But yeah, there is no
Scratch his ass.
There is no director. There is no writer.
So basically they're going to lose it.
Yeah. So or they're going to make something really bad.
Yeah.
So there you go. But the more important thing is they've announced that Fantastic Four is getting rebooted,
I heard they were going to reboot it.
Mhm.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Knew there was going to be a reboot.
and there's plans to start filming in the next 18 months.
Wow.
Although they have to do it in the next 18 months, so they'll lose the rights to it.
pretty quick.
Well, the one they announced is that a guy called Josh Trank is going to direct it. You
name
may
sounds
know him
right.
from a movie that you absolutely hate,
Okay.
Chronicle.
Yes.
Oh.
Ah, look at that.
That's right. That's
but-
why I know that name.
Yeah.
It's on my list of hated.
Don't absolutely hate it, but it wasn't. It was a kind of a pointless movie.
I know, but you hate it, but generally most people like it because. But I actually think I'm quite happy with that movie because it shows dynamics between a group of people who have superpowers and who come to realize how to use those powers and work together as a team. Until one of them. I'm not going to say that because it'll spoil.
That's
the
sort
thing.
of
Well,
spoiling
yeah,
it.
So
yeah.
I'm not going to say that. Yeah,
But you already know.
super
not
villains.
to.
But yeah, so he's demonstrated he can kind of do that. So at least that's someone who has experience, and not just some guy who's never done anything.
Yeah. As long as he's got the right script to work with and stuff.
Which
yeah,
is
you can
written
do it.
by someone who's never written a script before.
Oh.
Some guy called Jeremy Slater, who has no credit to his name yet.
Okay.
So that's the bad side to it.
I know that Marvel said that they wanted a reboot because they hated the way Silver Surfer was introduced.
Yeah.
So they wanted to reboot Fantastic Four. Should be interesting to see the cast that they get for it.
And if they don't have Doctor Doom, who would they have as a villain?
if you're gonna show the origin story, you got to have Doc Doom. That's the only way to have an origin story for them.
Yeah.
But again, you would have to go with the Galactus thing. You know,
Yeah.
those are their major villains. Unless you go for something like I think Mole Man, or whatever the hell they call him.
Yeah.
Was the
Yeah.
first one. Because they had that giant creature coming out of the first cover of Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
That was actually one of the Mole guys' things. So I suppose you could go for him.
Yeah. Do you want
But,
to say something?
eh.
I was thinking going back to the Silver Surfer, actually. Like, if they wanted to reintroduce him, Marvel's got some other plans for him and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely got some other plans for
I
him.
think there's hope for Silver Surfer. I just don't think they did a very good job with him.
Yeah.
It was
reasonably
well
well done.
done,
It was a cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the 2013 is the production date for that movie. So there you go. But of course they can't make it until after the Wolverine and X-Men Second Class.
Oh yeah, those are the Sony titles, aren't they? I was just thinking because Marvel has a whole pile of other ones that they're working on.
Yeah.
Because I just saw the drawing for Guardians of the Galaxy this morning. Oh, why? It's a nice drawing, but why? And
It's the
did you see
raccoon.
that? Did you see that they announced the titles for Thor 2 and Captain America 2?
Is it Thor 2 Electric Boogaloo?
That could so work for Thor.
Of course. It works for everything.
Thor 2 was the Dark Worlds, I think it was, and Captain America 2 is Winter Soldier.
Okay.
So they're bringing Bucky back.
Yeah, he fell
Yay.
to his death.
Bucky.
Sure, they can bring him away.
Yeah.
Have they announced,
He
like...
didn't die.
No, they
No, it looks like he did.
Yeah. He just fell into a chasm.
Did Bucky have superpowers?
By the end of it, yes.
But not when he
Yeah.
fell off the train.
No.
No.
Okay, I want to see how we live through that. All right.
Well, the original story was the Russians went looking for Captain America and they went to the ice where Bucky was
Yeah.
encased and accidentally got him. And they started torturing him, all that sort of stuff. And it was
okay,
actually
so-
his arm got blown off. That's why he ended up with a mechanical arm.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they're
So
going
as
to
he
do that.
fell down that hill, he actually got frozen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I'd
Come
say
to
they're going to go with
2020, when Deus Ex Machina is...
that. Yeah. And he looks exactly like that.
He gets a cool pair of sunglasses.
Yes.
Haven't you ever seen the game of Bionic Commando? It's a guy who has one mechanical arm. It's Bucky. Seriously. Okay.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but also one last thing. They've announced they've greenlit Edgar Wright's movie, The World's End.
Yeah.
Not Ant-Man yet.
Yeah.
So-
I know they were showing the test footage from Ant-Man at
Yeah.
Comic-Con, but yeah.
But I'm just glad they greenlit that. 'Cause
Yeah.
why wouldn't you?
Why would you say no to him at the moment?
I
Honestly.
don't know. They had an interview with Joss Whedon,
Hmm.
and they asked him, "Are you going to be directing Ant-Man and Avengers 2?" And he said, "Well, Avengers 2 I can't say anything about, but as far as I'm aware, Edgar Rice is still directing it."
Yeah.
It's like, Edgar Rice?
Burrows?
Okay.
So, okay, that might have just been a typo, but that's so stupid.
hopefully it was a typo. Rice?
But that's it for the news.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sweet.
cool. So
Well done.
Yay, it's news fan. Now, before we move on, let's have a quick ad break.
Yay!
With over 20,000 items in stock and new stock coming in every Thursday, Cosmic Comics is the place to be for all your awesome geekiness. We have 5 distributors of comics, toys, statues and more, so chances are, if you've seen it anywhere else, we can get it too. Located just across from Rockingham City Shopping Centre, there is no better comic shop in WA. Cosmic Comics, we're more than just a comic shop.
We're back! Right, awesome. There was one last thing I wanted to do, but if you didn't want to do that, I was going to move on to forum questions.
With Professor Ray. That would be...
Forum questions with
Professor Ray.
Hello, Professor Ray.
Hello, Professor Ray.
Hello.
You got 4 questions with me today. Unlike last
There's
week
2.
where we didn't have any, we have
There's 2.
There's
Wow.
2.
One actually has a name and
do.
one doesn't.
Yeah.
We'll go with the one that I don't have.
Okay.
Okay.
Which is
There you go.
written right in front of you.
I now have it.
Nothing but class here.
Yeah.
Can you please tell us viewers what your thoughts are on DC's new 52 series Demon Knights? Do you think it would be a good comic series to be adapted into a live action or animation?
Who said that?
Ballsy247.
That was ballsy.
Okay.
Alright.
That was pretty ballsy. I don't know. It was an alright series. When New 52 started, it was something different because it was set way back when. And it's about a guy that turns into a demon and stuff. It's not a bad story.
It's about a knight.
Well, whatever.
Who has a demon inside
and
of
there's
him,
a
yeah.
magician and all that
Yeah.
sort of
Is it
stuff.
part of the first run in New 52 or the second?
The
It's
first
actually an
run.
ongoing
First run,
stories.
okay.
It's the first run, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, character's okay and everything. He
He
appeared in
turned up
Batman a few
before.
times
He
and
was
stuff.
in Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Green Arrow.
Green
sorry.
Arrow,
Green
yeah,
Arrow, yeah.
No.
He was in that before the reboot.
All right character. It would never make a live action. It would never do well as a live action, but
I
as an
don't think
animation, it could make a pretty nice one-shot animation movie.
Yeah.
But
It's not a bad story, actually. It's quite good.
it was well written. I just couldn't be bothered reading it.
I think it'd be interesting because I'd never seen anything to do with him. So I think, oh look, original character.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
probably say the same
Yeah.
thing and love it.
And then,
Until I found out that
Actually,
it
yeah.
has.
if it were an anime, you would love it. They could actually turn it into an anime that you would love.
is it that kind of goofy kind of thing?
Sort of. It has the goofiness to it that could be really well done by the Japanese, but it also has the seriousness. It would be
Yeah.
like moments of Evangelion interspersed with moments of FLCL.
Okay.
No.
That's
Okay.
So
That's
Shinji
how-
has an electric guitar
yeah,
and he hits something into the moon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could get right to that.
Yeah.
see what I mean? You would enjoy it.
So we should read that
if it
book.
were made into an anime. But it is, olden style. It's
It is,
very
yeah. It's
you know,
like King
horse and
Arthur's
cart.
Knights sort
Yeah.
of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Shinji pulls ye old
Yeah.
electric guitar out of his backpack.
Just add ye old to it. It'll work.
Yeah, right.
Alright, cool. So,
A lyre, weren't they called a lyre? The old guitar things they used
Oh
back
yeah,
then?
yeah, the
Like,
little
yeah.
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 or an oud.
The bards
Yeah.
used.
The buds.
No once was a hero.
So your answer is,
Yeah,
Eh,
pretty
okay.
much. I'm very.
Yeah.
It's okay. You should check it out if you want
should
something
check it out,
different.
yeah.
But yeah, it's okay.
okay. Good answer.
Good answer. Good answer.
The second question we have, what are the odds of Spider-Man showing up in the second or third Avengers movie?
None.
Pretty much, yeah.
None.
Yeah, not very good at all, yeah.
Yes. Second one, 0%.
Yeah.
Third one, 0%.
Fourth one, 2%.
Yes. The only way it's ever going to happen is if Marvel and Sony have some sort of meetup and come up with some deal where it's like beneficial to both of them.
Which would be sensible to do, but
Yeah.
unlikely.
But unlikely because Spider-Man has made more money than any other of the Marvel properties.
Yeah.
I saw apart from Avengers.
Except
Because that's kind of like,
Yeah.
yeah. But like, yeah, each of those movies, those 3 Spider-Man Sam Raimi ones, are
Yep.
all above every other Marvel movie.
Yep.
And
Except Avengers.
yeah,
Except
except Avengers. Yeah, Avengers doesn't count.
That's just amazing.
Yeah, whatever. The Avengers in 3D doesn't count. It has inflated costs.
New Spider-Man.
That-
But yeah.
But yeah, the new Spider-Man passed 800 million, so that's
Really?
probably going to pass everything else too.
Wow.
That'll be the second highest grossing Marvel,
Crazy.
except for Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there
Wow.
you go. There's no way.
No,
They're gonna
Talking
get that.
it's not
about
gonna
the
happen.
Spider-Man movie, in Australia, Ted has gotten higher than gross.
That's because Australians are idiots.
I wanted your views on this,
They
actually.
love Family Guy. I don't know what it is about
I-
Family Guy, but they love Family Guy.
Have you seen Ted?
No, because I don't like Family Guy.
Well, I like Family Guy. I actually
I
enjoyed the
you
movie.
two saw it. You two saw
We've
it.
seen
we saw
Ted.
it, yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't seen it either, but I've heard the best summary I've heard of it was that it's basically the best of Family Guy jokes.
Yeah.
Like
No,
even if
It's-
they don't
it's-
all hit,
It's more, it's
but
just
then again,
a romance
most
story
Family
with
Guy
a teddy
jokes,
bear in
yeah,
it.
most Family Guy jokes to me didn't hit. So
You know those
Yeah.
sorts of romance movies where like
Romance.
2 people are there and they're in a relationship and everything, and then all of a sudden this guy's dickhead mate from high school shows up and lives with them.
Yeah.
bros before
That's-
hoes, right?
That's
yeah, okay.
the sort of movie it is
Yeah.
with Family Guy jokes. I laughed once in the
Yeah.
entire movie.
Well, the
I
whole
actually
time,
went,
yeah.
Wasn't that when he said, you don't sound like Peter Griffin? Well, that was a bad Peter
Oh, well,
Griffin
yeah,
impersonation, yeah.
Well, the first
No.
time we watched the trailer, I'm talking to
Yeah.
Ray.
Right,
Yeah.
Which I can't remember, by the way.
That was like weeks ago, like weeks
There
ago.
we are, I can't remember, past
yeah.
3 days ago.
But like, I was sitting there watching it. Like they announced, they explain it in the movie, and I was sitting there going, "Why does no one question the fact that there is a bear walking around talking to everyone?"
Well, they
Yeah.
explained
They
it. don't
explained
they?
that at the beginning of the
But
movie.
at the trailer, that was the only thing I could think about. Why is no one questioning this? They're just like,
Yeah, they do
yeah,
explain it.
They do explain
I actually,
it, yeah.
I was the biggest surprise with Ted was who they had in it. The sort of people. Ryan Reynolds is in it. The guy that played Flash Gordon in the horrible, what's his name?
Sam Jones.
Sam Jones
yeah,
is
he's
in it.
You'd be surprised who you can get with a lot of money.
Yeah, Giovanni
Yeah.
Ribisi's in it. He plays the bad guy.
The Tick.
Yeah, the guy that
Yeah.
played the Tick.
Yeah, him
Ends
and
up kissing Ryan Reynolds.
I
I mean,
gay guys. Yeah.
Is that a spoiler?
No.
Whoops.
It's Family Guy.
Yes,
There's
true.
no
That's right.
spoilers.
Yeah, that's no spoilers.
It's
But,
like
eh.
it's like he fights a giant chicken. Well, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I saw in Empire magazine that Amazing Spider-Man and Ted both got 3 stars, and I was like, what? Amazing Spider-Man is so much better than Ted.
I would watch Amazing Spider-Man over Ted.
I'd
Yeah.
watch Amazing Spider-Man repeatedly rather than see Ted again.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
But yeah, it's
Ted was a one-off.
yeah.
Yeah. But then again, at least Ted was exactly what people thought it was going to be. They're like,
Yeah.
it's Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
He does Family Guy.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's Family Guy jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So at least
Yeah,
it
a
wasn't
bit
something...
crude at times. The language could have been,
Yeah.
toned down, but yeah.
Yeah,
But that's him.
it's him all over.
He's writing on the fact that a teddy bear swearing is funny.
I watched it and I thought, has he just ripped off a South Park joke? I'm sure that's a South Park joke.
I was actually listening to the radio, and they were
No.
saying, yeah, of course.
What is this radio?
They were ripping on the fact that South Park was ripping off Family Guy, and I was listening to it. What? I'm going, like, what?
When was the last time Family Guy won an Emmy?
Yeah, I was listening to these idiots. So that, mind you, about half an hour later, they said that the gaming industry is big business, like it's a surprise.
Yeah.
It's actually one of the more popular commercial ones, which I won't say on the show.
Aren't there the same people on YouTube who say that these people are ripping, like, Queen's ripping off Justin Bieber or something?
No, these are adults.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
These are like 30-year-old
there have been
adults
people
who are
coming on
radio
saying
presenters.
this song, like it have Queen, a Queen song,
Yeah.
and they go, oh, these people are just ripping off Justin Bieber's song because he
Yeah,
redid
but
it
that's
or
usually
something.
like
It's
13,
what?
14-year-old
That is-
girls that don't know better.
Yeah,
No.
dumbasses.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Oh wow,
But
that's
that just,
terrible.
yeah. I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
like this
Spider-Man will
planet.
never show up in
They
Avengers.
can all leave.
yeah, they can leave. We were here first.
Go and enjoy your Sailor Moon. Yeah, so Spider-Man will never show up in Avengers.
No, never. And if he does, it'll be some weird hybrid thing.
Yeah. Oh.
Ugh.
It'll be
Oh, that'd
Carnage
be hilarious.
because they haven't got Carnage in any of the movies yet.
That would be hilarious if they. Yeah, somebody was telling me that they saw some fan fictions for the next few Amazing Spider-Man movies. What people want to see.
Yeah, I think it was
and
me.
Was it you? And they've
think so.
written it up to being
Yeah.
Carnage in one of them or something.
Yeah,
It'll never happen.
Bad story. It was
Yeah,
a
it'll
very
never
bad
happen.
story.
So stop it. It'll never happen. And it should never happen unless Marvel's doing it and it gets an R40 plus.
And it gets another
Rating.
reboot.
Yeah. It's just no. It's never going to happen, and not well. So
Yeah. So
Stop
just-
getting your hopes up.
Give up this. Like, I still like the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans more than the new one.
yeah. Well, I like the Spider-Man. I like Amazing
Yeah.
Spider-Man. I thought it was really well done, but I don't think it explained enough. My favorite Spider-Man movie is still the second one.
Yeah, I love.
I
the
don't
second
like
one.
Tobey
I think
Maguire, but
yeah.
I love the second one. Just the way it was shot and everything.
It's so Sam Raimi the way
Yeah.
it's shot. The second one, it's like yes, especially that operation scene.
Yep.
'Cause
Doc
it's so
Ock with
freaky.
Yep.
Like, what the heck is going on? I have no idea. Oh well,
It
it's
was
still,
like, oh my god,
it's
yes.
still the lowest grossing of all the Spider movies, but whatever. It's the
Who
best
cares?
one.
It's the best one.
Who cares what other people think?
Yeah. Tell me all.
Yeah, there was one last thing that they announced a couple of days ago. It was that we reviewed Blue Exorcist. I think
Oh, yeah.
you reviewed it.
Yeah, probably. Did we? Did we actually do that? Was that a thing that actually happened? Or am I just vaguely remembering
No,
something?
you just said that you liked the first 15 and then you didn't like the other ones. And
Yeah,
Is
okay,
that-
yeah.
is
That
that-
was
pretty
very
much it,
briefly
yeah.
at the
Is that,
end.
yeah,
it
is that
was.
Blue Exorcist or was that a different series?
No, it was Blue
It was
Exorcist.
Blue Exorcist.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, those of you who have actually gone out and bought it, like the idiots you are, you will find out that it was Japanese with English subtitles. There was
Yes,
no dub
yes.
on
Yeah.
that DVD. But they have just announced that they are doing a dub.
Okay.
And they're going to be re-releasing it with the dub. So, I was like, how do you feel about that as a marketing thing? Like, getting the rights to it when it first comes out in Japan, releasing it straight away, and then later on releasing a dub for those who want the dub.
I have nothing against that. I mean, most sites are releasing a lot of their series simulcast these days, so it's aired as soon as it's in Japan. It's already got the subtitles.
It's got
there.
subtitles, yeah.
Yeah, popular sites are like Crunchyroll if you want to check that out.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got no problem with it.
Even like Madman's doing that now. They're just streaming it.
Yeah.
It's their answer to all the fan service because they don't like losing business to it.
Yeah.
I don't think you really lose business to something like that. If it's done well, then people will go out and get the DVDs and whatever anyway. But what really puts me off is, are they going to edit the dubbed version? Or have they edited the subtitled version?
I don't believe
I
so.
don't think they're doing it anymore.
If they're not going to edit them
against it.
Yeah, exactly. That's where they would lose the people.
Like the 4Kids famous cuts and dubs and things like how they color the black characters white. That's funny.
Oh, what is wrong with you people?
bad.
Yes,
But,
go Blue Popo.
Oh, so bad. But yeah, no, I mean, if you're planning on dubbing it anyway, just hurry up and dub it.
Yeah, but I just didn't like how they didn't announce they were going to dub it. They were saying, no, this is the release we're going to do, which is just the sub. So they go out and buy that, and then they say, no, wait, we are going to dub it. So you have to rebuy it again.
It is almost impossible. I mean, we can get it, but it's almost impossible to find the subtitled version.
What, of Blue Exorcist?
JB Hi-Fi, nobody has it.
What, really?
Yeah. I cannot find a copy of it anywhere. We can order it through from Madman. I can get it tomorrow.
I was surprised because Siren Visual did that all the time. They would release it Japanese, English subtitles, and that's it. There wouldn't be a dub on it.
Yeah.
And then they would release one later with the dub on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is the first one Madman's done.
It's kind of strange.
But they've actually done later on. They've re-released it with dub afterwards.
Because you work in the video shop, so you get the preview discs. Do you watch the preview discs?
Occasionally.
Sometimes,
I mean,
yeah.
Most of the time the Madman ones have obscure movies that I don't get.
They're terrible. Yeah, but every now and then you get an anime
Yeah.
one and stuff like
But,
that.
but I know how customers react when you say, oh, this only has Japanese on it.
Yeah.
90% of the time, that turns them away.
Oh, hell
They
yeah.
will not watch
Yeah.
something that
Yep.
only has Japanese option.
Yep.
You have to get the rental case and write on it Japanese only, English subtitles on it.
Yep.
Otherwise, they come back and complain.
Just look at the back of the box, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that isn't just them, it's everything.
Yeah.
If you have a foreign film,
Yep.
it's just
It's
in
like,
Mandarin.
I don't want to read it, I want to watch it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I prefer dubs. Because I'm like that. I usually do something else while I'm watching something. So it's nice to be able to
I'm
hear
sure
it.
we talked about this before.
Yeah,
whatever.
we have.
If you've got
But-
both options, you've got nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But to come out with it only being this way, and then a couple of months later, once they've made tons of money, saying, "Oh no, now we're going to do it this way."
Yeah.
So you have to buy it again.
So there's some Twilight stuff there, like the re-releasing and.
It does kind of suck, really.
But the one thing I just love about it is they got your boy Johnny Young Bush to come back and do a voice. Our friend Lelouch, our friend Ichigo from Bleach. That guy does the same
Lovely.
voice and everything. He's going to be Rin, the main guy, his brother. So
Okay.
yeah, the guy with the gold moles and the glasses and that. Yeah, him going to sound like Lelouch.
That's a strange character. I would actually expect the main character to be that guy.
But he also did Vash the Stampede in the original Trigun.
Yeah.
But the guy playing Rin is the guy who did the young version of Vash in that same series.
Oh no.
So they sound sort of similar.
Oh wow.
Because they're brothers. Yeah.
They are brothers, but Rin's a lot younger.
Yeah. But I don't know this other
Oh,
guy.
actually, no, they're twins.
Yeah. So
That could be
They are
horrible.
twins.
They're
Yes.
twins, yeah. So,
That could be a really horrible dub.
they've just announced that yes, Satan sort of sounds like Johnny Young Bush. Sort of.
Yay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yay. Well, I'm gonna see it.
I got it. I know it's going to be bad. But I got it.
Yeah.
I can give you
I like-
the subbed version right now.
I can
have
go
seen
over
it.
and rent the subversion right
Yeah,
now. It's over
exactly.
there.
I
Yeah.
have seen it, and because I've gotten the preview discs
Yeah.
as well, so I've seen it, and it plays out exactly like the manga.
yeah.
So you know, I've read
Not
the
near
manga.
the end, it doesn't.
Not in the end. It doesn't.
It's because is the manga still going?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the manga's still going, but the anime ended.
Wow.
Really popular too.
Okie dokie. Well, there you go.
That
That's,
explains everything.
that's enough that has to be said about that ever.
Yeah.
So we're going to have one more ad break, I guess.
Ad break.
Ad breaks!
Ad breaks for.
With over 20,000 items in stock and new stock coming in every Thursday, Cosmic Comics is the place to be for all your awesome geekiness. We have 5 distributors of comics, toys, statues and more. So chances are, if you've seen it anywhere else, we can get it too. Located just across from Rockingham City Shopping Centre, there is no better comic shop in WA. Cosmic Comics. We're more than just a comic shop.
Okay. So are we back from the ad break?
We're back from the ad break! Woo! That was an awesome ad break.
Thank you.
So full of discussion.
Yes. Yes.
Anyway, finally we're on to
Challenge mode.
and the challenge mode requested by someone.
I think it was ballsy again.
Ballsy.
Was
right?
it? It was a stupid challenge.
Yes. Well,
Oh, here it is.
I, as the ringleader of this Circus of Fools, have decided to reject that challenge.
Okay.
Yes! Thank you. And we will be moving on to a quiz. Another quiz. A third quiz. That's second quiz, actually, not third one.
Second.
Second, third quiz.
Third one.
Wrong. Do I get 10 points?
No.
What's your point
you can
scale?
take
1
it
point?
Yes, 1 point each.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, so each of you have
How many questions?
I actually need a pen
we
too,
got
so
our
I can
buzzers?
mark it down. Yeah. What the heck?
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Should we-
Yes. Right. Let's test everyone's buzzers.
Who are we going to start with?
Sagat. Yay! How very like you.
Yes, very
Yes,
much
okay.
like me.
Professor Ray.
Where do they live?
That sounds nothing like me.
And a man.
Eat slugs.
Oh, okay. All right. You pick some weird sound effects.
I do what I can.
Okay, cool. Okay.
I like this. I don't know any of these. This is cool.
Yes, this is cool, isn't it? It's like very different. It's out there. But yeah, I got a list of questions, and we will go through, and the winner hosts next week's show. Which will
How
mean you
original.
will win. I'll rig it so you win.
Oh no. Is
Actually,
it purple?
I don't know who wins. They win what's in this mystery box that I don't have.
That's a nice box.
That's a nice box.
It's a very pretty box.
I don't care what's in it. Can I have the box?
You can have the washer and dryer, or take what's in this box.
I want the box.
Can I lick
the
the
box.
box? Can I lick the box?
Yes, it tastes
I don't
like
want the box
snozzberries.
anymore. Snozzberries.
All right,
Yuck.
cool. Right, we're gonna-
Willy Wonka.
Yes, you get a point. 1 point for this. Alright, so we're going to start now. Okay. First question for 1 point. Yeah, that's it. Okay. What was the first comic series that Stan Lee had a cameo in?
Where do they live?
Yes.
Spider-Man.
No.
Where do they live?
Iron Man.
You can't keep on going.
Where do they
The
live?
Hulk.
You got 3 wrong.
Does he get minus points?
-3.
Sweet.
Yes. You're right there. You're going to die.
You okay?
I'm dying here.
What the?
Nope.
Daredevil.
No. Do you want me to give you a hint?
Was it Fantastic Four?
Yes! It is,
Did I
actually.
redeem my -3 points?
No.
So it's like golf. You're now on -5, but you got it eventually. So I'll give it to you. Yes, it was Fantastic Four #10. He had a
Wow.
cameo on the front page with Jack Kirby,
Oh, okay.
just
Yeah.
standing around doing
Yeah.
nothing in his infinite power.
Yeah.
Before he had infinite power.
Yes.
Yes.
I remember that now. Damn it.
But
So
You
close.
should have gotten that. I went through like 4 comics before you had it gotten.
What the?
I'll give you a half point for that. It was close. All right. We're going to move on to a Sailor Moon question because you know, we talked about Sailor Moon.
Oh, Sailor
Right.
Moon.
In Sailor Moon, which is the only planet that does not have a Sailor Scout?
Where do they live?
Uranus.
No, that has a Sailor Scout actually.
Really?
My
Yeah,
anus
yeah.
does have a Sailor Scout. No, it's got
Anus
it
does.
right though. Yeah. There you go.
I was gonna say Pluto,
Nope. I don't know.
but no, it's Earth.
Yes. There you go.
course it's Earth.
There is
Pluto. Earth doesn't have
Aw.
one because there's Sailor Moon.
Yeah. How about that? Okay.
I meant that I knew that, and I don't like
There
Sailor
you go.
Moon.
So the Earth is the only planet that doesn't have a protector. Okay,
Yeah,
there you
yeah.
go. That makes sense.
The Moon does. The Moon's fine.
Okay.
Earth sucks.
Of these celebrities, which did not do a commercial for Japan or for the Japanese market? Was it Nicolas Cage, Harrison Ford, Owen Wilson, or John Travolta?
Where do they live?
Owen Wilson.
Yes, it was not Owen Wilson.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nicolas Cage did
He
Sanka.
Yeah.
got to it.
Yes, you got it. Nicolas Cage did Sanka. Harrison Ford did Kirin beer, and John Travolta did a Tokyo drink. I know what that is.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
I hated Owen Wilson did Nisei water, but Nisei means fake. So it a little in-joke for me
Okay.
that no one else would get. That's a very good one. Okay. Here's another one that Ray might get, but I don't know. I'll take the closest number. Closest answer.
Okay.
Where do they live?
54.
No, you're way off. As of this quiz, how many chapters of One Piece have been released?
63.
Where do they live? Where do they live?
That was
638.
I just like hearing my buzzer.
You like it, but I don't.
I do. I love it.
8 slugs.
Remember.
298.
Can I have a go?
Yeah.
Whee! I just like my buzzer.
Again, like the buzzer go.
I would say 830.
Ray's closest.
Really?
Yeah, 674.
I knew it was in the 600 somewhere.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Naruto's
I thought it was
on
higher than
593 and Bleach is on 500.
I thought it was higher than that.
Nope. How about that? Professor Ray's slaughtering you guys.
Yay!
That's really bad.
Next week is Nyan.
He's going to wick that secret cheeseburger. Okay, next one. Who was the first supervillain that Spider-Man ever faced?
Where do they live?
Stan Lee.
Stanley.
Yeah, sure, why not? No, it wasn't Stanley.
Oh, that's
Although it could have been
gross.
Stanley given his power.
I want to know which version.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
Amazing Spider-Man?
Mhm.
So if I was to say Green Goblin,
Nope.
then you would say no, because it wasn't
It
Ultimate
wasn't Green
Spider-Man, it wasn't the movie version,
No.
it was the Amazing Spider-Man.
Mysterio?
Nope.
It was fantastic.
Where do they live?
You're supposed
Mysterio.
to before you answer. No, it wasn't Mysterio.
Where do they live?
Yes.
What about that Scorpion guy?
You mean Scorpion?
Yeah.
It could be someone who could dress up as him.
Where do they live?
Craven.
Kraven the Scorpion suit.
Let me list some names here.
Does everyone
Would you
give
like
up?
to give it a go?
Yeah.
No, I'm giving up.
Flash Thompson? Let's face it, he was in school bullies.
Yes.
Flash Thompson.
Close enough! It's got
Dr. Octopus.
Venom!
Venom in Amazing Spider-Man 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it
everyone-
Rhino?
No, everyone got it wrong. It was the chameleon.
Yeah.
It's the first one.
Oh.
So Scott got it right.
I said Fantastic Four, technically not villain, but Fantastic Four.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, well, it depends.
1963,
Are you
yeah.
talking about Amazing Spider-Man or Amazing Fantasy, the original?
No, it's
first
actually called
appearance?
Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Don't question the Quizmaster! I can
Sorry.
bust you lower than anything.
Oh.
Alright, I got one for you.
Negative 100!
I got one for Anime Ann, one that should make you know. By the end of Death Note... Yeah?
In his watch.
Nope. You're out of this! By the end of Death Note, how many Shinigami had come to Earth?
Where do they live?
13.
8 slugs.
2.
You're closer.
It's actually that
Closer?
isn't it?
I thought it was only 2.
It was 3.
Really? Oh, yeah,
Ray
yeah.
and Sido.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
So she was closer. You said some stupid number stuff. So
13. 13 is a legit number.
it's the closest without going over. Okay, next one. True or false?
Where do they live?
False.
True.
You got it right.
Ow.
It was true or false. Neon Genesis Evangelion has grossed over 150 billion yen. So you were
No, I was right, yeah.
True, yeah.
It is true.
And for extra credit, in the original run, at what episode did they run out of budget?
Where do they live?
I'll give it to Ray.
18.
Yeah, it's close enough. I'll give one to
Was
you,
it 17?
It was 16.
16.
Yeah. That's when they hit scheduling and budget restraints.
Which episode was that?
Probably the one with the...
Was that the one where Ray died?
That's like 17 episodes.
Every one of them.
There we go. Okay, next up. Because we've got to have an obligatory Ninja Turtles question. Yes.
Turtles!
Okay.
No, 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 no.
Where do they
Donatello.
live?
Michelangelo.
We asked the damn question.
Splinter.
No.
Where do they live?
Yes.
Ask the question.
Okay. Early during their initial broadcast, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles had their title altered due to censorship. What were they renamed as?
Where do they live?
Yes.
Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
Yes.
Ugh.
The
I knew
European
that.
cast.
Uh-huh. And for extra credit, which turtle's weapon was removed? Yes.
Michelangelo's.
Yes,
I
there you go.
actually
You got
have-
both.
I have the animation cell at home.
Okay. And now for
Woo,
another
extra credit.
obligatory Sailor Moon question. Because
Oh.
everyone will have a better chance of getting these right. Okay. In Sailor Moon...
Where do they
Sally
live?
Uranus.
Wow.
He wants to sell and
You're
Uranus.
really not very good at this, are you? Okay. In Sailor Moon, there's a character called Chibi Usa, which I talked to you about before the show.
Yeah.
Or Rini, who's the daughter of Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep, I'm
yep.
aware of this.
From the future. How old is she?
Where do they live?
She was either 4 or 6.
3?
Yeah. Take a guess.
8.
4, 6. What did you say?
3.
3. She's the closest. She's 1,000.
What?
She was-
she was
She's 1,000.
she was only up to like her knee.
That's because she was also the Dark Queen who lived for 1,000 years. So she is technically 1,000.
Is it over 9,000?
No. Although it is pretty close. You are actually not the closest without going over 9,000. Yeah, it's over.
Oh.
So yeah, it gets another one.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
You may end up hosting next week.
Oh no.
Or get a fabulous washer dryer combo or a mystery box.
A mystery
They
box.
take them to box. We're going to move on to a Muppets question.
Yay!
Yes. Okay.
Yay!
Okay. Because I'm pretty sure you're the only one who's seen it.
Yeah.
Okay. The 2011 film The Muppets won an Academy Award. What was it? Scott?
Art direction?
Nope. You have no idea?
No.
Where do they live?
Was it the music one?
Yes! You got it
Damn
right.
it, that's the one I just thought of.
Yes.
Yes, best original song.
It's the most obvious thing for Muppets.
Yes.
That was for that song Man or Muppet. They won the Academy Award
Oh.
for best song.
That was
I
actually
actually
pretty
knew
good.
that.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
was.
And for extra credit, can you name one person who sung in that song?
Sheldon.
That's not his name.
I know it's not his name. His
I'll give you a
name
half
is
point.
something else.
I'll give you a half point unless someone can actually give me an actual, even a character name I'll take.
I've forgotten his name.
I forgot
Jim
all their
Parsons.
names.
No, well,
Damn it.
I'll give you a half point. Yeah, you
was
can either
Jim
say
Parsons.
Jason Segel, Peter
Jason
Lynch.
Remember
Segel.
his name?
Do I get the point now?
I'll give you a half point and you a point.
Yes!
No, I'll give you a half point, that's it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll take Jason Segel, Peter Lynch, Bill Beretta, or Jim Parsons. So, yeah, there's one of those, yeah, so this guy gets a half point. Okay, we've got the second last question now. We're heading to the home stretch.
Oh.
Okay. True or false, adjusted for inflation, all the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies have made over $1 billion.
Where do they live?
True.
False.
Yes, you're right.
Really?
1 and 3 have made over $1 billion. Spider-Man 2 has only made 900.
Well, that sucks. That was the best movie. Damn you all.
I know, as I said, I tried to give you a hint early on. Like,
Yeah,
leave
yeah.
less money. Okay, and now on to the final question, which no one will get, but when I say it, you'll all freak out.
Yeah.
Okay. Arlene Sorkin provides the voice for Harley Quinn in the Batman series and Arkham Asylum game. Who's she married to?
Where do they live?
Yes?
Stanley.
Yes.
Batman.
Joker.
Well, that's half right. Okay, do you want to give me a hint?
Mark Hamill?
Eat slugs.
Jack Nicholson.
Cesar Romero.
Where do they live?
Michael Keaton.
I was frozen today. Yes.
Christopher Lee.
Yes.
Christopher Lloyd.
You can't fool me with your Jedi mind tricks. I'm a Tridarian.
Only money.
But here's the thing though. His name is Christopher Lloyd, but it's not the Christopher Lloyd we don't know and love. It's not him. It's actually just the guy called Christopher Lloyd. So
Cheap bastard.
it's still the right answer. It's still Christopher Lloyd, but it's not.
Oh.
But everyone sees, if you watch Modern Family or Family Guy, oh, not Family Guy, Frasier. Modern Family or Frasier, you'll see at the end it says writer Christopher Lloyd. Everyone always thinks it must be
The
Brown.
Christopher Lloyd.
It must be, but no, it's just some guy called Christopher Lloyd.
Okay.
Just like there's a guy
Weird.
in Tool Time who has my name.
Okay.
So I must have written.
You're
that
not until
series.
time?
No,
Oh.
I was actually on
You've
the show.
been
but I
lying
wasn't-
to me all these years.
I was on the show, but I didn't actually write it.
Oh.
Well, there you go. That's it. We're done. Woo! Do I have to tally up the points?
Can
God.
you?
Okay, so you got a half point for that one. Okay, 1, 2.
Now we're going to
3,
play
4.
the waiting music.
Okay.
I better not want one.
Okay, we have an answer. We have an
Yes,
answer.
yes.
All right.
Woohoo!
You got 5.
Yep.
5. Nice.
You got 2. And you got 5.
Ha!
Oh yeah.
So can we have a tie break?
Have you got a tiebreaker question?
No.
No.
Can you come up with one right now?
Maybe.
Pick one he knows.
Pick one he knows.
Out of all the Ninja Turtles, which one do I hate the most?
Splinter.
That is wrong. That means you win.
Leonardo.
Yeah, sure. Why not? The actual answer was Venus, but whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
look
yeah,
at
but
that.
she didn't exist. Come on.
But you were the closest because it was actually a turtle. So,
Oh, I got a turtle.
well done, everyone. How about that? That was a good.
Congratulations.
good
That
quiz.
was good.
So that
quiz.
means you
I
get to
got it.
host next week's show,
Really?
or you can take the washer and dryer.
We've got a washer and dryer.
Oh, I guess I'll have to host the show.
Oh, okay.
I think I'll go with that.
Yes, free washer and dryer.
Yeah, there you go. There's your box there. You can lick that to your heart's content now.
You got the lick box.
Okay, where is the script for the end of the show?
I
Here
think that's
is.
it. Yeah.
Okay. Would anybody like to add anything?
Yes.
Yes?
I like my washer and dryer.
Well, very, very good. I mean, you could have won the car. That was on the box.
Yeah, but I wanted the washer and dryer.
He got a chance to lick the box.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's,
I guess that's as much as he wants to cut.
what does a
Yeah.
Lamborghini taste like?
A box.
Wow.
Very boxish.
Well, now everyone out there knows what a Lamborghini tastes like. That's good.
Yeah. Handy.
I guess that's it. Well, that's all for this week. If you want to add any question, ask any questions, or add to anything raised on the show, or set a challenge like we just totally dissed for us, head over to the forums at cosmiccomics.com.au and leave a message in the comic box section, or go to the Facebook page at Cosmic Comics Australia and leave a message there. Or, of course, if you're listening to this on YouTube, you can leave a message, and we'll bring it up on next week's show. How about that?
Yeah.
Good.
Nice.
Anything else? No, that's it.
No,
Okay.
I think
Boxes?
we're good.
Yeah.
I think we're good. Yeah.
Thanks for listening, and we hope you join us next week on the comic books. I'm Psycho Scott.
No, you're not. You are?
Yes, I am. I'm Movie Matt.
I'm Psycho Scott.
Professor Ray.
Out of my hand.
And something witty.
You did a really good job.
You haven't written anything down. That's
wasn't, but you were hosting
comments
it.
here.
Lamborghinis taste like boxes!